There's nothing worse than an unsuccessful hate watch. So look, you can't win them all. I already had an amazing, superb, beautiful hate watch earlier on when your boy Pep lost 2-0 to Tottenham. So that was an amazing hate watch, and I reveled in that. But to get 2 hate watches in one day is too much. To get 2 hate watches in one day is too much. So again, I've got to get my subjective side out, then I'll go to my objective side. It would have been great to see Arsenal lose. At home, newly promoted team, thinking that it's still so cool after the first week. It would have been so amazing to come and be like, hey, Arteta, lights, what with everything. I didn't expect a baptism. And you say to yourselves that, is this a statement? You see, these 2 games have been very interesting for Arsenal because that first game they didn't play well. They did not play well, but they won. And how do you win league titles? By playing well mostly and winning, by playing badly and winning. You have to play well and win. And most of the games you have to play well and win. The key to winning titles are games where you should lose, you win. Or games where you should lose, you somehow grab a draw. Games where you play badly, you are horrible, you find a way to get a win. You find a way to get 3 points. That is what they did in the United game. But now they showed you that, we can play well. We can perform at a high level, and we can drop a 5-piece. We can give you a baptism. So look, again, it's 2 games. It's a newly promoted team, and they're a harder test lie ahead. There are still 36 games to go, and they're much better teams, much better than Leeds, who they'll have to face. But you can only beat what's in front of you. And the key thing for Arsenal is that they believe they have their guy. But before we be able to get to the main guy, he's important. Saka is very important. You see, Saka is one of those players where he is this team's superstar. He's not as good as Henry. He's not as good as Dennis Bergkamp. Okay, look, like I told you, see, I'm old enough. I told you, this is my alternative. In my alternative age, I remember Bergkamp and Henry. Technically, 2 of the most incredible players my eyes have ever seen. And I keep telling people, Henry's amazing. Ask your uncles or your older brothers about Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp is technically one of the best football players of all time, just based on just technique, pure tesh. One of the most technically proficient football players of all time. But you can't compare it to this guy. This is a new era, a new team. So you can't say, how good is he compared to? Saka is his own player and is doing his own thing. He's improving. With every season, he's improving, he's getting better. Because at first, I was like, Saka, he's overrated, he's not really that good. But every season I see Saka, this guy's getting better. This guy's improving. His dribbling is getting better. His football IQ is getting better. His football intelligence is getting better. His decision-making is getting better. He's adding more to his game. And even in this match, in the goal that he scored, I was like, okay, he's going to either cut in on his left and try to bend his bottom left, or he's going to just drive the ball across to Gyokeres. I didn't see him weaker foot, top left-hand corner. That's a niche. And if we know how good he is with his left foot, if he's like, you think I'm going to be my left foot? Let me give you sign on my right foot. And he can now hit you on the right or on the left. That is another element to his game that can make him even more dynamic and far more dangerous on the wing. Because as a winger, again, you want to be a specialist. And being a specialist is cool. But if you can be just as good on your other foot, that's going to be the key. It's going to be huge. So for Saka, if Saka is not injured and he's at his best, he is going to be critical if Arsenal are going to win the league. Defense, you know what would they do. The defense is always going to be good. That is Arsenal's strongest asset is the defense. The defense is amazing. Midfield, it's functional. And people may argue that, okay, let's see how much They've got to be better through Zubimendi. The attack, it's cool, it's functional, but Saka is the leader of our attack and he's key for the attack. But if Saka really is going to take his game to the next level and he's fully consistent, he could be very important for them. But I'm just one of those guys that says, this kid is getting better. This kid is getting better, and he's really proving me wrong in terms of right-sided attackers. How many players do you put ahead of Saka? Right now, in terms of at their best, right-sided attackers, how many players do you put ahead of Saka? Not many. Rodrigo is not a naturally right-sided player. Like, if you think about it, just think about it. Vini plays on the left. Mbappe plays on the left. Kivicha plays on the left. Leao plays on the left. Saka, at its best, is arguably top 3 right-sided attackers out there at its best. So that just shows you how he's. And if the way he's going, looking at the field, he might be number 1. If he keeps improving at this level and at this rate, Saka might be by himself as being the best right-sided attacker in the world, because this kid is getting better. And it's very key. Not many people have this. He's got the 2 flex. He balls for Arsenal. He balls for England. Not many players. Your favorite left-sided attacker or your favorite right-sided attacker doesn't have the 2 flex. He has that 2 flex where he shows up for Arsenal, comes clutch for Arsenal. He shows up for England, comes clutch for England. Give this kid his flowers. So, Vic, he got his goal. Let's talk about this in full, because I have a few things to say about Vic. He was garbage in the first game. Horrible, bad. So they won 1 game. Out of 38 games, you're not going to play well in 38 games. You're going to have at least 5 or 6 bad games. It doesn't matter. All that matters is, will you score most goals in the league and really help your team win? But that first game was bad. Pocono was bad. Before the goal, I'll be real with you, he looked sketchy. Missed a very easy chance, pretty much an open goal. He was right in front of the goal. And his touch looked wayward. So we've got to be real. Gyokeres is not the most pleasurable player to watch. He doesn't score very high on the eye test. He fails the eye test. But similar to his Nordic friend, you don't need to pass the eye test to be effective. You don't need to pass the eye test to be an amazing striker. You need to pass the eye test to be a number 10. You need to pass the eye test to be like a controlling central midfielder. As a striker, you don't need to pass the eye test. You just need to know how to score goals. You just need to be clinical. The goal that Gyokeres scored is very key, because his debut goal could have been someone passed the ball across, simple tapping, he now scores. Hey! He's going to just tap his way through, just tap his way, tap Kores. Just call him Tap Kores. And that'll be fine, because he needed to get that first goal. So you just assume that, okay, he's looking a bit sketchy. His overall game integrates. Technically, he looks very cumbersome. Get the goal. Whether it's a rebound, whether it's a ricochet, just put the ball in the back of the net. The goal he scored is what could be the difference maker. And the goal he scored is very significant for Arsenal. He made that goal himself. He made that goal himself. So what Arteta wants is 1-1. It's tight. The defense is good. Gyokeres, take the ball, carry the ball, and just solo these guys. Can you individually make a goal off yourself? I'll be real with you. I can't remember the last time that Haaland got the ball on the wing, drove through, caught it, and put the ball through. I can't remember the last time that Haaland did that, because he's reliant on those guys creating for him. We know he can finish. Again, he will learn how the team plays and learn how the team plays for him to give him through the balls. So it's my favorite thing. For elite strikers, can you do the 2 flex? Now, here's the key thing. Strikers don't need the 2 flex. Muller doesn't have the 2 flex. Outstanding striker. Haaland doesn't have the 2 flex. Outstanding striker. But if you do have the 2 flex, it helps you a lot. Cannibal Suarez has the 2 flex. Benzema had the 2 flex. What's the 2 flex? I can finish. Give me a chance, I can finish. If you don't give me a chance, give me the ball to feet, I will create for myself. Just give me the ball by myself without any help. I will create that chance myself and I will finish it myself. Shout out to boy Thanos. F it, I'll do it myself. So basically, can you be a traditional striker and can you be Thanos? At the end of Avengers, screw it, I'll do it myself. So if you can be the traditional striker, that's fine. But if you can be Thanos, that can be the difference in a title race. Because the goal that Gyokeres scored, that was a Thanos goal. That was a Thanos goal. Like a Thanos goal is where you create yourself. I'll do it myself. So if Gyokeres can give you 6, 7 Thanos goals, that could be the difference. That could be the difference. Wait, what's this guy? This guy, all his goals were Thanos goals. Like, bro, go look at the video. What's it called? Impossible to Technique. Guys, no one helped him. This guy had 0 help. All his goals were Thanos goals. I believe they said Ronaldo dribbled the keeper more times than anybody. 90% of this guy's goals were Thanos goals. That's how much of a freak that this guy was. So my thing is, it depends what Gyokeres can do. And whether he can maintain and continue to be that dude. If Gyokeres is that dude that can score the high clip, clutch goals, Thanos goals, this might be the title. Things got very interesting. If there's guys, there's a long way to go. Like, what's it called? My bro just WhatsApped me and he said that this could be a very tight season. And I said to him that I don't think so. I think it's going to be like a 3-horse, 4-horse race, like to begin with. March, April is going to be 2 teams. It'll come down to 2 teams. Who the 2 teams are, I don't know. Arteta needs to win this league because I just don't know where they go from here if he doesn't. So you have your striker now. You have a Zubimendi who's now improved your team now. You know how good your defense is. So it's almost as if this has to be your year. This has to be your year. Liverpool is a juggernaut. And Lord help us if they somehow get Isak and they get Gehi. Because if they get Isak and Gehi, Lord help us for the rest of the EPL because it could be GG's. Until then, you got to pull through. Can Arsenal win the league 100%? They can win the league. They have the experience, they have the players, and they just might have the striker. Will they win it? It's down to Arteta. It's down to the choices he makes. It's down to what Gyokeres does. And it's down to what he does in those critical games. Because week 2 doesn't decide anything. Week 10 doesn't decide anything. Week 15 doesn't decide anything. Week 21, week 25, week 28, week 31, week 33. That's when it gets real. So when it comes down to those pressure games, can Arsenal deliver? And as has been previously shown, Arsenal can start pad. When it comes down to, no, these are must-win games, Arsenal lose. So what's decided for Arsenal is not this game against Leeds. It's those games in week 27, in week 28. Those games where, Liverpool drop points, City drop points. You've got to win. You have to win. You have to respond. City have won, now you have to respond. Liverpool won, you now have to respond. Can they do that? Because that will ultimately decide whether they win this league or not. So we'll remain and see. And I still feel Arteta should have been sacked. And in my view, if Arsenal come up trophyless, you have to sack him. Many Arsenal fans said that they will still keep this guy if they still come second by a point and they lose. It's about standards. Because if Arteta doesn't win the league this season, for whatever reason, I don't want to hear anything about injuries, no excuses. You've spent too much money to give me any excuses about referees, about decisions, or about injuries. The whole point of the amount of money you've spent is you should have a squad. And you should have a squad of guys who can step in case of an injury, step in case of someone being sent off. So I don't want to hear any excuses if this guy does not deliver this trophy again. Because Arsenal fans, little bro, if you want to be big bro, you've got to be harsh. You've got to have standards. Because you can't be big bro if you don't have standards. So if Arteta doesn't deliver for whatever reason, are you still going to keep this guy? Or do you just enjoy being bridesmaids? Or do you just enjoy me calling you little bro? The reason why I call you guys little bro is because you don't know how to win a trophy. You don't know how to win a trophy. And we want to help you because you're our little bro. But if you want to be big bro, you've got to show me that big boy trophy. And if you can't show me that big boy trophy, you've got to give me a guy who can. Until then, you'll be a little bro. And the fact that we're a little bro is because you boy Arteta. But we'll wait and see. Who knows? It gets very exciting. And let's be real. I think we're going to finish here now. Okay, okay, go, hold on. No. Don't take clipping. Don't take, shh. We'll wait and see. Just chill. We'll wait and see. We'll just chill. No, look, chill. Jermaine Palmer is still real. Jermaine Palmer is real. It's real. Like the video, guys. Hit the subscribe button over there. And join us tonight for our football hangouts. Peace.